Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I wanted to create this little quick video to get some feedback from the people who watch my videos, subscribers and non-subscribers. We always say, and I'm not exactly a spring chicken, that the younger generation has it harder. And I was thinking about that because I've got young kids, and I kind of related that to the Warships. When I was doing my grind, I had teammates like P-Town and Lomax and Matt or Nad and a couple other, these are clan members that were really helpful when I was grinding through multiple lines and I got to tier 8, whether it be destroyers, cruisers, or battleships. I'm a DD driver, so I did DDs first and then cruisers. Now, tier 8, obviously you're going to see tier 10 ships. And I think when you relate to the younger generation who are starting to pick the game up, I think the grind is way harder. And I also think that wargaming, in my opinion, is going to stop seeing higher players trying to grind past tier 8, especially the newbies. And this is why. It's three main points to me, and I would, like I said down below, I would love to get your input on it if you agree or disagree. The first and foremost, I had to deal with RTS carriers for most of my lines, and most lines you have today didn't exist. It was German, it was American, it was Japanese, etc., etc. I love the Japanese gunboats and torpedo boats. But the CB rework came in, and pardon the expression, all hack went to, went to pot. The CVs were OP at that point. A lot of cruisers that were, AA cruisers, just, I'm talking Des Moines, I'm talking even at tier 7 with the Atlantic, etc., just stopped being effective. And the CV rework really was unbalanced for a good solid 18 months, I would say, if not more. So it made it kind of difficult. So I'm wondering, you've got these new CVs, they're trying to balance them out, and they're kind of getting there, and I've proven other videos that, AA does work. But man, if you're a person new to tier 8 and you're doing the cruiser line, it's going to be hard. I just got the Hampshire, and I'm going to HMS Hampshire, and I'm going to have a review of that, and I'll speak about it later. I want to make sure I get some more games in it first. The next for me, point number 2, was super ships came out. Some of these ships, in my opinion, are tier 12 and above. You can look at some of these destroyers, they're not tier 10, they're tier 11, tier 12. You look at some of these super ships like the Conde and Indianapolis and the rest of them that can literally obliterate a destroyer or a cruiser in one set of volley. They hit the F key and all of a sudden you're gone. That's it. You make a mistake, you're out of the game early. Or these super battleships. I was playing my Hampshire and I wasn't paying attention across the map. And yeah, I gave this tier 8 cruiser and I gave a broadside to a Satsuma. My game was over. I was at full health. I was 4 minutes in the game, and or 5 minutes, my game was over. Done. Took away all my health in one shot. I was stunned just because of one mistake, and I'm a pretty good player now. My bad, but you wouldn't see that normally in the old battleship days, in my opinion. So again, you've got these super ships, and my worst one I'm going to pick on is not necessarily the Von Richten or the United States of America aircraft carrier, but HMS Eagle. That boat is completely OP and broken. Again, in my Hampshire, I'm hiding behind islands like a cruiser should. I'm trying to fire, and I've got AA on this thing, and it was hard, and he basically took over half my health. So again, it's kind of, these super ships are coming out, and I don't really think they're balanced. You're putting tier 8 players in a tier 12, maybe somewhere I'm talking the HMS Eagle, tier 14 battle. It's kind of hard trying to balance those out. And the last one I'm going to say is, and I know I talked ad nauseum all this last couple weeks on it, are the subs. I started playing the U-69 and the Shallot, and I'm not sure if I qualify for the tier 8 submarines yet. I'll take a look. But holy cow, these things are OP. These are more busted than the CVs are. For a good player, it's just terrible. So my whole point of view is I'm sitting here thinking, wow, how do the new players feel? What you learn in tier 4, tier 5, and tier 6, and even tier 7 doesn't necessarily apply to tier 8, 9, and 10, and 11, 12, 13. You get my point, right? So I'm just thinking, holy cow, how do these new players feel? Are they getting turned off from the game? Do they just stop at tier 8? Do they just not play anymore? Or they just quit and say, I can't get to tier 10 without a grind that is just terrible, so they don't want to do it. So in my opinion, my tier 8 grind to tier 10 ships was much easier than today's players, in my opinion. So, hey, like I said earlier in this point, down below, let me know what you think. I'd really like to get some feedback on this because I'm just kind of wondering if I'm out to lunch or you guys disagree or you do agree with me. So, as always, stay safe, take care, and I wish you all the best. So, bye for now. I look forward to your comments.